Bonjour mes amis, je suis le Legend Canadien, and welcome to the USFL Week in Review. You know how we fucking do it. Week 7, come and gone, and some more intense USFL football. So once here says, right freaking back into it. First up, we got the New Jersey Generals taking on the Tampa Bay Bandits. A pretty back and forth, still kind of low scoring, but at the same time, it was still a watchable game. Not the best game in the world, but watchable. For the New Jersey Generals, Perez went 19 for 25, 174 yards and a touchdown. Victor went for 14 times on the ground for 72 yards and a touchdown. And in the air, Moore caught the ball 4 times for a very nice 69 yards, but no touchdowns, so Sage. The touchdown receiver was Turpin, who caught the ball twice for 20 yards. For the Tampa Bay Bandits, Tom went 17 for 37, 237 passing yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Washington ran with the ball 8 times for 41 yards total. Papale went 4 times in the air for 68 yards, no touchdown for him. But the receiver was Franklin III, who caught the ball once for 20 yards. Despite this, the Generals have become the first team in the USFL this season to clinch a playoff spot with a 20-13 win over the Tampa Bay Bandits. So the Generals will be making their way to Canton, Ohio for the playoffs. Yes, I say Canton because that is where the playoffs are, fucking randomly. And the next one up, we got the New Orleans Breakers taking on the Michigan Pampers in a actually decent scoring game. Both teams decided to start scoring like it was no tomorrow. But how did they do? Well, let's find out, shall we? Slaughter went 15 for 24, and Smith went 5 for 8 for a combined total of 20 for 32, 228 combined passing yards, and 3 combined touchdowns on the day. Ellis ran the ball 7 times for 42 yarders. And in the air, Dixon caught the ball 3 times for 44 yards. Canella caught it 4 times for 40 yards and a touchdown. Jones caught it twice for 33 yards and a touchdown. Adams caught it, and very ironic, 3 times for 28 yards and a touchdown. Atlanta fans hate to hear those two numbers next to each other in a sentence. 28 and 3. Oof. Meanwhile, on the side of the Michigan Pampers, the combined efforts of Love and Walker saw him go 19 for 38, 185 passing yards, and that will do that. Corbin ran 13 times on the ground for 108 passing yards, but there were 2 rushing touchdowns. The first one coming from Scarlett, who ran 6 times for 44 yards, and the second one coming from Scott III, who ran 11 times for 25 yards. On the receiving side of the ball, Renard Jr. caught it 3 times for 47 yards. But the Panthers tried, but they cannot get past the wave. New Orleans wins 31-27 in a pretty decent game. And next up, we got the Birmingham Stallions taking on the Pittsburgh Mahlers in a game where Birmingham needed to win in order for them to clinch the playoffs. They already got one part of the stipulation correct, in which New Jersey had to win. They did, but can they hold out here? Let's find out right now. Smith for the Stallions went 9 for 24, 138 passing yards, and only an interception. Scarborough, ran the ball 27 times for 100 yards even. Hawley ran the ball once for 52 yards and a touchdown. Marable ran twice for 4 yards and a touchdown. For the reception crew, Bowling Jr., 1 reception on the whole game, but he got 53 yards on that single pass. So have yourself a fucking field day. For the Pittsburgh Mahlers, the combined effort of Lee and Rivers combined for 9 for 23, 83 passing yards, and nothing else. London ran the ball 18 times for 99 yards and a touchdown. On the reception side of the ball, Daniel caught the ball twice for 21 yards. But the Maulers can't do shit, and they fall to the might of the Stallions crew. 26-16, Birmingham is the second team in the playoffs. They will also be traveling to Canton for that game. And for the final matchup, you got the Philadelphia Stars taking on the Houston Gamblers. The Gamblers have been hitting up the casino in recent weeks, but have failed to really win anything, resulting in losses time after time, game after game. Will their fortunes turn around? Well, let's take a look. For the Stars, Case Cookis went 21 for 31, 163 passing yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. There was 2 rushing touchdowns to talk about. First one, the leading rusher, Colburn, went 21 times on the ground for 75 yards and a touchdown. And Holland went 7 times on the ground for 49 yards and a touchdown. On the reception side of the ball, Sewell caught it 7 times in the air for 72 yards and a touchdown for the Stars. As for the Houston Gamblers, the combined effort of Bahar and Forson went 18 for 25 in the air, 171 passing yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Thompson ran in the ball 13 times for 47 yards and a touchdown. For the reception side of the football, Redding caught it 4 times for 58 yards. Barnes caught the sole touchdown with going 3 receptions for 17 yards. Houston could not get it done again. They fall to the Gamblers couldn't get it done. They fall to the Stars 35-24. So anyways, that will do it for this week's Week in Review. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Logical Nation. Until next time, je suis le lâche canadien, mon oui, et au revoir.